week on Trailblazers, we have left Central Business District and come over to Kariobangi. Why are we here? Because of cancer. On the 18th of November in the coastal city of Mombasa, President Uhuru Kenyatta flagged off the human papilloma virus vaccine program for girls aged 10 years to help fight cervical cancer, a disease that claims at least 9 lives a day and takes away the dignity of women.
Access to the HPV vaccine by our girls will lead to a reduction in the number of new cervical cancer cases and secure the lives of our daughters and our sisters.
Millicent is among the women who have experienced the ravages of this disease firsthand. 2015, I saw a friend talking on television about signs and symptoms of cervical cancer. It shocked me. 2016, I opened up to a person. I was a house girl. I opened up to her. I told her I've been seeing these things. She insisted. She convinced me to go to the hospital and she insisted. I went to the hospital, I did a VIV and it was positive. I was told, Millicent, I'm sorry, you have cervical cancer stage 4. With her new reality, Millicent embarked on getting treatment. I was to do 6 cycles of chemo, but I only did 3 cycles of chemo, 25 radiotherapy, and then 3 brachytherapy. And the reason why it was, I never had money to pay for my blood works. Millicent's case is, however, not an exception, as many women suffer in silence. Lillian Odhiambo, a community health assistant in Kariobangi North Health Center, says many reported cancer cases come in at advanced stages.
They don't come out openly to go for the screening, or rather if they go for the screening, maybe they don't have the finances to go through all the therapies that are supposed to.
Millicent attributes this to mainly inadequate community sensitization and poverty. Brachytherapy is 40,000 per session. Sijui sai kama walipunguza. No, na nilikuwa nifanya 3. Out of 40,000, NHIF inalipa and you need to top up 8,000. Ama mtu anaenda anapimwa, anapewa painkiller na antibiotics. Si alikuwa na cancer, anapewa painkiller na antibiotics. Na mimi niko sawa. It is for this reason that she began Symbol of Hope, a group that provides cancer patients and survivors with a support ecosystem to help fight the disease. We comfort them, we encourage them, we talk together, we cry together, because we need to give hope to the cancer patient. And cancer can be healed. And what I know out there for the woman that knows herself is that no woman should die of cervical cancer. One of the members of the group was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2012, says since then, she has sold virtually everything in her possession to raise funds for treatment.
Tangu nigonjeke cancer, ilibeba mali yangu yote. Nimeuza everything kwa shamba langu. Imebakia tu pali kidogo tu ya nyumba tu kwa sababu ya cancer.
The launch of the HPV vaccine program in Mombasa is just one of the front fights against cancer. Homa Bay Women Representative Gladys Wanga, who is a cancer survivor, says the government needs to ensure that the NHIF provides a more comprehensive cover that would enable Kenyans fighting cancer to meet treatment costs.
We must look at a way of expanding NHIF for some of these illnesses. So we'll have to look for a balance. As legislators, I think it falls on our tray to sit down with NHIF, structure up something. I think we had an increase in amount that people are paying for NHIF. We've had an increase in benefits, but then I think we can do better.
Kenya is also facing shortage of medical personnel who can diagnose and treat cancer. Dr. Catherine Nyongesa-Wata, an oncologist and founder at Texas Cancer Center, says the government needs to prioritize specialized training for medical personnel.
To train more healthcare personnel in cancer, and this cuts across. We have doctors, as Gladys said, nurses, we have therapists, counselors, palliative care team.
the CHWs to get that, to be empowered, since they are the first contact with the household members. They can easily screen a patient and refer that patient to the facility for further management.
20 years ago, Australia made the conscious decision to introduce the HPV vaccine to its women and girls in the country. Fast forward 20 years later, the vaccine has paid off because statistics show that only 1 out of every 100,000 women in Australia suffer from cervical cancer. This might have been the vision that the Kenyan government had when it introduced the HPV vaccine for girls who are of the age of 10. 20 years later, will the results be the same as that of Australia? That is a wait and see. However, in the meantime, Kenyan girls are going to take whatever vaccine it is that gives them a glimmer of hope that one day they will be free of the disease that is horrendous, horrific, and steals their dignity. For Metropole TV from Kariobangi North, I'm Nduro Oganga.